First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there pushing this word in all sincerity and in all truth. This is the brother Kabosh from the GMS Jamaica camp. What you're seeing on the screen is one of the latest madness being pushed, from the wine of fornication of Babylon the Great, which is America, you know. And this news article is from NE News Now. It was posted yesterday, Sunday, December 3rd, 2017, and the title is Maine Schools Trash Parental Rights for Gender Policy. Alright, let's get into it and see what it's talking about. It says the Portland School District in Maine is enforcing a new comprehensive transgender policy for students that school officials say create a safe haven for LGBT communities on campus. Rules that pro-family advocates contend undermines parental rights. In a unanimous decision, meaning everybody voted for this, right? The Portland Board of Education approved a motion last Tuesday that forces all schools in Portland, Maine, to administer annual staff training addressing gender issues, right? And then title or subtitle, Parents No Longer Over Parents. The instructions tell them to defy parents' wishes, right, when it comes to raising their children. District personnel must use a student's preferred name and preferred and personal pronoun and take the student's side at school if there's a disagreement with a parent's wishes. The policy reads according to Town Hall. Right? Now this is total madness. Basically what this new rule that they have passed is saying that the student or the child has more right to choose their gender than the parents. So if a little boy, say for example a 14-year-old boy, decides that he wants to be identified as a woman or as a girl, right, and the parent disagrees with that, then the school will take the side of the student and refer to the student by whatever name the student prefers to be referred to. Maybe they don't prefer to be referred to by the name that's on the birth certificate, right? And then also the name, or the personal pronoun that they prefer, right? Total madness, yo. So let me continue. It says the way the policy is presented may have been convinced in the ultra-liberal city to believe that the policy works towards mutual respect. Right? The intent is to create a space welcoming for transgender individuals and pupils questioning their identity. Hey, this is why we brothers, especially the men of GMS, we push the word continually, yo. Why would we want to continue living in a society where people, our children, for that fact, are allowed to question their identity or their gender, right? The main purpose is so teachers and students now respect whatever their peers choose to identify as. Town Hall's Timothy Meads informed, the policy is consistent with state law, which, since 2014, has allowed boys and girls to use whatever bathroom they please based on their identity. However, it should be also noted that children are permitted to make serious life-changing that let me read that again. However, it should also be noted that children are permitted to make serious life-changing decisions about their sexual identity, void of parental influence or control. Right? So as a student, a child under the age of 18, a little girl, 3-year-old, 4-year-old on up, can make serious life-changing decisions about their sexual identity without the parents' influence or control. That's madness, yo. Right? Under the Portland District's new policy, under the Portland Schools District's new policy, if a 7-year-old wanted to be called King Tut after learning about Egypt in the first grade world history, the teachers would have to abide. Meads theorized. They would even have to call him Your Majesty if he chose that as his new personal pronoun. If the parents said that is absurd, He's an imaginative young boy. Let's not feed his fantasy by calling him King Tut anymore. The teachers would have to ignore their requests. This fantasy world instituted in public schools has some serious ramifications. Of course, yo. But this is total confusion. A child does not know right from wrong. A child does not know the difference between a truth, a lie, between reality and a fantasy. You as an adult supposed to guide that child along the right path. Not allow that child to make any decision that he or she wishes to make as it relates to his gender, as it relates to his to their identity, yo. It's total madness and it's total confusion. Right? If the Lord didn't deliver us, or isn't going to deliver us anytime soon, I would hate to see the next generation, yo. The next generation of people that are growing up as children now, right? The whole idea of gender will be totally eradicated, yo. The whole idea of truth will be totally eradicated, right? It is pointed out that leftists in the northernmost New England state fail to see the dire ramifications of their politically correct policies embraced in the purportedly innocuous name of tolerance or diversity. They're going too far, yo, right? And we've been saying this, that this idea of inclusiveness, of tolerance, you know, this idea of diversity is going to take the society to a point where it's total chaos, right? And there is no way to enforce true social control, yo. The social fabric of society is now being unwoven, yo. Right? There is no, you have certain social constructs that are set up in society in order for society to function. The male social construct is there, the female social construct is there, and a child's social construct is there. And while everybody play their part, the society runs smoothly. No, when you blur the lines, not only blur the lines, when you remove the lines between the social construct between male, female, between and genders, when you allow everybody to do as they please, what you have is total chaos, yo. Right? In the left's seemingly earnest desire to make a welcoming and inclusive society, they opened a Pandora's box, stripped of any logical or reasoned thinking. And it's true, yo. It's true. Logic, truth, reasonable thinking is now gone from society, yo. All in the name of inclusiveness or tolerance or diversity. In a surprise move, Portland Superintendent Xavier Botana is mulling over the controversial issue from the side of the conservatives who support parental rights as he advocates both local control and the state's rights in the schools. You know, mostly we've heard you saw really positive comments today, Botana expressed. According to Town Hall, you know we've gotten some not so positive comments, not frankly, but from people from Portland, but from other parts in the country who've heard about it and have chosen to react in ways that suggest that they know we should do better than the people in Portland do. The conservative media stands in agreement with the school official. It is doubtful the people of Springfield, Illinois, are too concerned with Portland, Maine's school district teachings on Maine's lobster and fishing community, right? And I mean, I continue, but I'll just post it, you know, in post production in the so brothers can go through and read it, you know. Let me just read this part here. This part looks interesting. Having grown up as a bisexual transgender person, so you're not only bisexual, you're transgender, and not having any support, I probably never thought there would be a place and time where schools would be voting on a policy that would affirm my identity. It's madness, yo. It's total madness. Alright, let's get a few precepts to it, you know. Deal with this. This is Isaiah 10 and verse 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. And this is grievousness, yo. This is an unrighteous decree. Right? This is Isaiah 3 and verse 9. To show of their countenance does witness against them, they declare their sin as Sodom, hide it not. Woe unto their souls, for they rewarded evil unto themselves. Right, the Lord is going to judge this wicked kingdom, yo. Right, as the scripture has said, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, which is America. And the Lord going to judge that sinful kingdom, yo. Right? Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment does never go forth. For the wicked does compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceeded. And this is wrong judgment, yo. This is not correct judgment. Right? There's another precept I wanted to bring out. I believe it's in Isaiah chapter 59. Let me just get it. Alright. Alright, so this is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 4. None calleth for justice, nor any pleadeth for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and iniquity. Right? That's exactly what's happening now, yo. There's no more justice, yo. There's no more truth. It's all vanity and lies and mischief, yo. Right? Verse 8. The way of peace they know not. There is no judgment in their doings. They have made them path. Whatsoever goeth therein shall not know peace. The judgment is far from us, neither does justice overtake us. We wait for light, but behold obscurity. Darkness, but we walk in darkness. We go for the wall like the blind, and we go as if we had no eyes. We stumble at noonday as in the night. We are in desolate places. This is a desolate place, yo. America is a desolate place, and not only America. The wine of the fornication of America is spread even toward the Eastern Hemisphere, yo. Japan is instituting the same madness. All of Europe, of course, Western Europe. China over here in the Caribbean, the South American countries. The Central American countries. It's all being forced, yo. And gonna destroy you, yo. This place, if it continues, will destroy us, yo. Micah 2:10. Rise ye and depart, for this is not rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. Can. Let's get another final precept. I mean, there are tons of precepts that we can bring out, but here we go. This is 2 Peter 2 and verse 5. It says, and spare not the old world, but save Noah the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, which is what we're doing, starting with the apostles and the elders of GMS, we're preachers of righteousness, right? In the flood, in the world of the ungodly, right? This world is ungodly. The Lord is not going to bring not a flood this time, but He's going to bring fire, pertaining to 2 Peter 3 and verse, starting from verse 1 and down. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, and burning them with an overthrow, an example those that should live, ungodly. Right now, America is living after the example, worse than the example of Sodom and Gomorrah. Therefore, they will also be burnt, yo, and deliver just Lot. And we the elect, represent just Lot, yo. This with the filthy conversation of the wicked. A righteous man dwelling among them in seeing and hearing his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. Anybody who wants to continue living in this society, who thinks that they live in a just society, that does not want to see the coming of the Lord, you're going to be destroyed, yo. You're going to be destroyed right along with this society, yo. Saturday night, they had this Pray for Jamaica campaign, right, that they came together in two of the major cities in Jamaica, Hartford, Kingston, and over there in Montego Bay, and they had this Pray for Jamaica campaign, and they want to see prosperity for Jamaica. We the righteous men of the Lord are praying for deliverance, are praying for the destruction, the beginning of the flood, which is the fire, the thermonuclear destruction upon the world of the ungodly. Right? We want to see a righteous kingdom, yes, but that righteous kingdom will not be established until the place wherein iniquity is sown is taken away. Right? The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. That's exactly what's going to happen. The Lord is going to reserve this present kingdom unto the judgment of fire by thermonuclear destruction. Right? And with that, we'll conclude this lesson. Awada Yahweh Bashim our Shai for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS. Salutations to hopeful elect, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.